Last night I pulled the grind, just like in MMORPGs, but mine was a lot more fun and a bit different. I stormed through the last 50 pages of this thing. Oh yes, it's the Vampire Lestat from Anne Rice, and it's an awesome book. It really is. Um, Basically, okay, I'm not sure if I should really tell you the story because you're probably supposed to know it already, especially if you're on the internet, and if you're at least a bit of a goth. Everybody seems to know this, and I am probably one of the last people I know online to have read this thing. But anyway, it speaks of a vampire that has first been mentioned in Interview with the Vampire, the one with Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and so on. This one is Tom Cruise in the movie, that is. See? Whatever. It speaks his tale. It's supposed to be an autobiography, and in it, in the epilogue, he speaks of the book as already being published. But the prologue speaks about him deciding to write the book. So I don't know, how can you publish an autobiography, then add a prologue and an epilogue and publish it again? What the hell? Basically, it speaks his tale from how he was made, sired as some would call it, given the dark trick, killed and let live. Then how he met some really cool other very old vampires that I have to say really look awesome if we got to see them. But they sound awesome. Read awesome. Anyway, it's a cool little book. It reads a bit slower than the first one from the Vampire Chronicles, and starts out really horribly. The storytelling is just appalling. It's like my sister wrote it and she's in 6th and 7th grade. Yeah, it's a pretty much a must read. You really should read it. And since Bela Lugosi, Nosferatu, the Dracula, hell, even Vlad Tepes aren't that popular anymore, they sort of represent the unreal vampire, the vampire from the gothic novels, whatever that's supposed to mean. And these Anne Rice vampires are supposed to represent what a real vampire is now. Except on the nowadays message boards, even that is not a real vampire anymore. Sort of, whenever something becomes too trendy, too well known, it isn't the real vampire anymore. It's just, oh, that's a story. I'm a real vampire because I'm blah 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 blah. Grow the fuck up, you can't be a real vampire. Okay, so I do believe in vampires, but I don't really know what they're like. I guess the explanation or description, whatever you might want to call it, I've seen on the darkness board is probably the best fitting, unless they've changed it in the while I've not been there. Basically, it says that vampires are normal people that need outside sources of energy, and they can die, they can be hurt, they can be tortured, they can be loved, they can love, they can. They're normal people, you know. So I guess every teenage little blonde whore who is looking for whatever way to be loved, to be hugged, to have sex, is a vampire by that description. And every little bastard child who is, I don't know, 1 year old and absolutely cannot live without their mommy is also a vampire. They basically die without outside help. So, I don't know, maybe by that definition everybody is a bit of a vampire. Then again, that would probably be a little stupid. I mean, everyone being a vampire? Come on! How can that work? It can't.